गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरा गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ओम सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति 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 हरि Om. Let there be peace, let there be peace and love amongst all the human beings of the universe. Let there be peace. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We have started the contemplation on the revision of the essence of the Yogavaasishtha. We have reached the 13th chapter, starting the 14th chapter, which is also a very important chapter. That is, title of the chapter is Gadhu Pakhyana, the story of Gadhi. So, there used to be a Brahmin, a very pious Brahmin in a Koshala country, a very virtuous, whose name was Gadhi. He was a worshipper of Bhagwan Vishnu and a very staunch follower of Bhagwan Vishnu. भगवान विष्णु को बहुत दिलो दिमाग से फॉलो करने वाले गधी थे, उनकी ये स्टोरी है. So, what this story is going to tell us? Before the story starts, as we usually say, for any story in the Yoga Vashishta, there are the stories inside the stories, and it gives a fragrance of bliss. उसमें खुशियाँ भरी रहती है क्योंकि it corrects your wrong notions and do not create new notions. अपनी जो धारणा है, गलत धारणा है, वो डिलीट कर देती है और नई धारणाएं निर्माण नहीं करती. What we mean by that? Whatever is required to be known by the mind is known with the correctness, and the new things which are again the corruption of mind, that means that mind get corrupted, mind becomes problematic to an individual, those things are not introduced. So one becomes peaceful, cheerful, happy, contented, blissful, and over and above cool and relaxed. For all this purpose only these stories are there. The stories are not for knowing the stories and keeping the stories by heart and remembering and reproducing that somewhere in some lectures or some program. These stories are meant for an individual so that he will uplift his life. And for that purpose only Vashitha Rishi has told all these stories to Rama. And how it goes, we are going to see that doubts are removed and we have nothing to worry about. अपने जीवन में कुछ सोचने के लिए नहीं बचता है, बुरा भी नहीं सोचने के लिए बचता है, अच्छा भी सोचने के लिए नहीं बचता है, क्योंकि बचते हैं तो सिर्फ नारायण. सो एग्जाम्पल इज गिवन हियर बिफोर वी स्टार्ट इज, इफ यू आर रियली अ गॉड्स ड्यूटी, अगर आप भगवान के भक्त हो तो, अगर नहीं हो तो फिर कुछ बोलना नहीं. अगर भगवान के भक्त हो तो व्हाट विल बी द स्टेटस ऑफ योर माइंड? इफ यू सक्सीड इन योर वर्क and it goes according to your wish, then you will know that it is Hari Krupa. And if you fail in your work, still your mind is not dejected. आप miserable नहीं होगे, because you will know that it is Hari Ichha. So whatever you are doing, it is Hari Krupa or Hari Ichha. So if we make a linear equation, mathematical equation, a karta plus doership, you have something to do. So you say, I am a karta. I am doing, like I am doing this word. I am doing this, conducting the session of afternoon meeting, and where there I am saying karta. I am the speaker of this essence of Yoga Vasishtha. That is karta. And I am the doership. Then I add the doership into that. So karta plus doership. मैं कर रहा हूँ. Karta plus doership is equal to karma. Then the karma has started. But if I drop doership, मैं बोलूँगा नहीं यार, ये मैं करता नहीं हूँ, ये प्रभु करता है इसमें. Doership is dropped from this karta, then there is no karma. Karma cannot affect me. Therefore no कर्म फल. उसमें कर्म फल भी नहीं मिलेगा, अच्छा कर्म फल भी नहीं मिलेगा और बुरा कर्म फल भी नहीं मिलेगा. सो वेरी नाइस थिंग. सो ड्रॉप योर डूअरशिप. जो कुछ है वो भगवान को शरणागत होके कीजिए. यानी क्या? हरि कृपा हो या हरि इच्छा हो, सब उनकी ही मर्जी से चले गया. सो ईगो ऑफ डिवोशन इज द मोस्ट डेंजरस ईगो. मैं भगवान का भक्त हूँ, ये तो बहुत ही पॉइजनस टेरिबल ईगो है. So what has to be done is keep yourself happy go lucky. कुछ नहीं, मस्त अपना भगवान की भक्ति करना है और मस्त रहना है उसमें, वॉट एवर. सो व्हाट इज दिस तपस्या? दिस तपस्या इज कॉल्ड एज ज्ञानमय तपस्या. Do tapasya by knowledge, by mind. And there is a very good saying in Sanskrit, Mana prasada maunam, atma vinigraham, saumyatvam. And this will happen only when your right notion, जगत में जीने की right कला अगर तुम्हारे पास होंगी, तो तुम ये जगत में जीने की अच्छी कला से जीवन अच्छी तरीके से जिया जा सकता है. उसके लिए आपको कोई हिमालय जाने की जरूरत नहीं, उसके लिए आपको कोई गिरी कंदरा में जाने की जरूरत नहीं, उसके लिए आपको कोई हेर्मिटेज आश्रम में जाने की जरूरत नहीं. तो क्या करना है उसके लिए? डू द डिस्क्रिमिनेशन, विवेक. जीवन में विवेक लाना है. व्हाट इज द विवेक? सत असत विवेक. सत इज ओनली ठाकुर, सत इज ओनली द सेल्फ, सत इज ओनली द अनफ्रैगमेंटेड कॉन्शियसनेस, सत इज ओनली द डिविनिटी. सत्य तो वही डिविनिटी है. So if you do discrimination, that is vivek, what will happen? Automatically vairagi will come, dispassion. Dispassion आ जाएगा. Dispassion means जगत में की चीजों की तरफ सब रहोगे, सब करोगे, बट अपना मन उसमें ज्यादा परेशान नहीं करेगा. है तो है, नहीं है तो नहीं है तो एंजॉय करेंगे, नहीं है तो छोड़ देंगे. So there is nothing to worry about that. And with that, what will happen is automatically what will happen is you will get attached with Shata Sampatti. You will get Shama, Dhamma, Uparti, Titiksha, Shraddha, Samadhan. It will all automatically start flowing in your life. So what has to be done? Very simple. Always reflect what is the truth. And truth is divinity. उसके ऊपर सोचिए. And not like doing some parayan here and there, doing some katha here and there. It is not going to help us because your mind has to be changed. So you can't get everything according to your wish in your life. So what has to be done? Laugh it away and enjoy. अपने मर्जी से नहीं हो रहा तो ठीक है, भगवान की मर्जी से होने तो हमको क्या करना. And what is Maya? That which is not ours. That which is not our, we consider that it is ours. जो अपनी चीज है ही नहीं उसको हम बोलते हैं मेरी चीज है. So you got caught into that. So don't get too much involved in anybody's life beyond limit. Be with yourself. अपने आप से मजे में रहो, किसी के दूसरे के इसमें जाने की जरूरत नहीं. So with this small introduction, let us start now. Gadupakya, another story of Gadhi. First topic is Swasya Swapachatwadi Darshanam, seeing himself as one of the degraded caste. That means he's seeing himself as a low caste person. So then, Vashitha Uvacha, first shloka. जगन्माया प्रपंचस्य वैचित्र प्रतिपद्यते इतिहासमिमं वक्षे शृणुन वावहितो अनघ. Vashishta says, for the perception of the variety of the display of the worldly illusion, I shall relate this legend. Sinless one, hear attentively. So what Vashishta is saying to Rama, sinless one, and a nishpap Ram. He has never done any wrong thing in his life. So he has been called as a Nishpap. So Vashitha Rishi is saying Ram as a Nishpap. And what he is going to tell now? He is going to tell a story which will give him the inner sight of the worldly illusion. जगत का जो illusion है, इसके बारे में वशिष्ठ ऋषि राम को बताने वाले हैं और राम के थ्रू अपने को बताने वाले हैं. So before he started the story, he has told now what is the purpose of listening the story. That is, what is a worldly illusion? World is a long dream. जगत एक ड्रीम है अपन बोलते हैं, तो ये कैसा क्या परेशान होने वाला ड्रीम है. सो नाउ इज स्टार्टिंग. कौसल्येषु द्विजो कश्चित् मुनिगाधि इति श्रुत आकण्डम् अम्बुनिर्मग्नं तपश्चक्रे तथो हरि आगत्योचे द्विजोतिष्ठं गृह्णाभिमतं वरम्. There was a certain Brahmin in the Koshal country who was virtuous and known as Gadhi. He did his religious austerity immersed in water up to the neck. अपने गर्दन तक डूब के वो पानी में बैठते थे, खड़े रहते थे और बोलते थे ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय. Used to do his austerities. पानी के अंदर, गंगा जी के अंदर बैठ के बोलते थे. Then Hari, the god Vishnu, coming near him said, Brahmana, get up and receive the desired boon. वो उनको विष्णु जी ने दर्शन दिए और बोले कि लिसन नाउ, Kaushal country's Brahmin, Gadhi, you take this boon, I am going to give you boon. Take this. So Gadhi Vacha. Now what Gadhi says to this Vishnuji, let us listen to it attentively. Gadhi Vacha. Taya srushto imam maya bhagavan paramatmikam drushtumichhami sansaram namnim asharyakarinim. What is asking? He is not asking any other boon. He is not asking money. He is not asking any favor. He is not asking even the realization. He is not because God has given him the darshan. So what is asking? Lord, I desire to see this illusionary power of the Supreme Spirit created by you, which is called as worldly existence and which causes wonder. So what he is saying, so many things he has said in one statement. He knows that there is a supreme spirit. It is one without second. Transcendent, immanent, one without second. The controller is Vishnu. He is a sustainer. He knows it. So by knowing that, he says, what is this illusionary power? ये क्या माया है? ये कौन सी माया है? ये माया हमको पता करना है. माया is what? For what? For worldly existence. जगत का existence कैसा है? And which causes wonder. ये जगत का जो एग्जिस्टेंस है तो वंडर क्रॉस करता है. ये तो आश्चर्य के समान. हमको तो एवरी मोमेंट वी फील इट इज ऑल वंडर वंडर. आश्चर्य है. तो ये आश्चर्य कैसा क्या हो रहा है हमको थोड़ा समझा के बताइए. आई एम नॉट एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड. एंड दैट्स व्हाट द बून गादी हैज आस्क्ड. एंड टू whom he has asked? Vishnu ji has asked. And you know he is a sustainer. Brahma ji is creator, Vishnu ji is sustainer, and Shiv ji is a destroyer. That's what is called Srishti Sthiti Pralay. So now he is a sustainer. He has asked how this is sustaining. तो विष्णु को तो पता रहना चाहिए how it is sustaining. See, yes, he says now. Vishnu says to Gadhi, imam dakshyasimam tvam ityukta antardade hari. अंतर्दान पढ़े. उन्होंने बोले yes tathastu. He says tathastu. Yes, you will see this illusionary power. That's what is boon given by Hari, that is God Vishnu, and then he disappeared. He gave a boon to this Gadhi and he disappeared. And then the thing started. स्नानार्थम एकदा गाधी ममर्जान जानतनंतर जल अपश्यत्य मृत्युमात्मानं स्वगृहे बन्धुभिवृतम्. So as usual, this Gadhi was doing his all upasana austerities by getting himself merged into the water. Ganges, he was there, and moment he dipped inside because there is a boon. As you know that there is some software program running in your computer. Moment you click enter, that program start executing. It start executing. So similarly here now, Gadhi's program is regarding what he has asked for boon. Moment he entered the water, there was a little shift in his mental status. So God has taken the advantage of that and made press the button enter. Moment he has entered, what has happened is Gadhi, once he was dipped under the water for the purpose of bathing. बात करने के लिए जैसे गए और फिर बाद में अगमर्षण स्तोत्र वगैरह बोलते थे. ऊपर तक नेक तक पानी रहता था. बट व्हाट हैपेंस इज देन ही सॉ हिमसेल्फ डेड इन हिज हाउस. वो पानी के अंदर ही थे. देन ही सॉ हिमसेल्फ डेड इन हाउस सराउंडेड बाय हिज किंग्समैन. उसको वहां पे दिखा. नाउ द माया ऑफ दिस Vishnu ji starting. Very enchanting story, very beautiful story. So be attentive while listening to the story. This is going to give a very beautiful message to us. How this world is an illusionary power of that Vishnu ji, and how this world exists and how it is wonderful. So when he was under the water, he seen that he is dead. So what happened is the Gadhi is dead in his mind. First illusion, Gadhi is dead. So what happens is subsequently shloka number 6. Tato nitva smashanam te chakrustam bhasmasat atha pashyadaso bhuyo runagrama nivam sapachanam bruhe jatam atmanam kantayayutam. Now because he is under the water, maybe 10 seconds, 15 seconds only. So now the dream has started in his mind. And what has happened there after that, their kingsman having carried that corpse to the cremation ground, reduced it to the ashes. What happens is somebody is dead, he is taken to the cremation ground and reduced to ashes. That also he has seen. Then he saw himself again born in the house of outcast. एक पहला जन्म हो गया गादी का. Gadhi was a pious Brahmin, dead, taken to the cremation ground, made to ashes, and from there, then he was born. There's another dream started. Then he saw himself born in the house of outcast, dwelling in the village of Unas, and endowed with a wife. वहाँ पे उसका birth भी हो गया. Just 20-30 seconds. One birth is gone. Now he is born there. He married to the barbarians, Unas, जो cutting करते थे नावी. उसको और वहाँ पे उसकी शादी भी हो गई. Endowed with a wife, a beautiful wife, he is married. What happens subsequently? Then seven shloka. Tato Jatharatam Yatam Mrityunam Hanta Bandhavam. Then he saw himself as having become old, with his relative taken away by death. So now what happens is slowly he started getting older and older. Where is he now? He's under the water. He was about to take bath. He is under the dip. In that dip, Vishnu is showing him all this illusionary power. ये विष्णु जी उनकी पूरी माया यूज कर रहे हैं, उसको दिखा रहे कि कैसी क्या माया रहती है, और माया देख रहे हैं। पहला एक बर्थ हुआ, मर गए, अभी वो बारबेरियन हुए, वाइफ है उसके साथ ओल्ड हो रहे, तो उसके रिलेटिव सब मर रहे, तो उसको बड़ा दुख हो रहा है। तथा शोकोपरीतात्मा निजम देशम विहाय स नगरम प्राप्य किरानानाम राजमार्गे स्थिता तथा। Thereafter, with his mind encomposed by the grief, having left his country, उसका माइंड अभी बड़ा दुख में हो गया, लोग सब मर रहे उसके रिलेटिव, तो कंट्री छोड़ दिया उसने। Reached the city of Keras, he stood on the royal highway. He was from which country? Coastal country. He left that and he went to Keras in mind. By a dream, everything is going in the dream only. He stood on the royal highway. एक रॉयल हाईवे था, उसमें वो खड़े रहे। What happens after that? श्लोका number 9. घृते राजानि राजर्थं व्यरन्तं इतस्तथा हस्तिनं स ददर्शतं करनादाय तं गजा स्कन्दे नैवेशयत् मोदात् नेदु दुन्दभयस्तथा एवं गवलनामांसो किरराजो बभूव. Then what happens is he saw an elephant going about here and there for the sake of finding a king when the king was dead. Thereafter, that elephant, having taken hold of him with its trunk, seated him on his body with a delight. Then the kettle drums surrounded, and then thus he become verily a king of Keras by the name as Gavala. So what happens is again the story will go back. What has done is this Gadhi who was taking a bath in the Ganges has dipped inside the river, and what happens is he sees the dream there, and that is a Maya of Vishnu. What was the first dream? He is dead. He has been taken to cremation ground, and he has been made to ashes. From there, he is again born in the outcast. That is the second thing he started. He is born as an outcast. There he has become old. All his relatives were dying, so he was frustrated. He left his country, went to the Kiras. That is a neighboring country. So he went to the Kiras. Kiras means the country of Kashmir. He went there and standing on the road. What happens is that the procedure of that Kashmir was the elephant was searching for a new king, and the procedure was that whoever the elephant touched, he becomes the king. Because this king here of Kashmir was dead, Kiraz was dead. So elephant comes and pick him up and make him sit there, and then he becomes the king of Kashmir. So that is the third now. So he has changed from what? He has changed from Gadhi to the outcast. From the outcast, he has now become the king. And now this things has the three lives he has seen under the water. He is inside the water. That is the illusion which Vishnuji is trying to tell him. Now the shloka number 11. Ashto varshani rajyam sa chakaram mantri pujita. He ruled the country for 8 years, respected by the ministers. So there he become a king, and now the ministers are respecting him, and he become the king of that place. After that, 11. What happens? 11, 12. Yadruche ekada tu tam tu nirgatam tajbhushanam alakshya swapancha kashit proche cha chirabandhavo darshanemam tava adhyaham param nivrutti magata. What happens is once a certain now he has ruled there for 8 years as a king, but what happens is unfortunately one of his relative came by chance and seeing him by chance, and what he says, "Oh, old relative, I have attended the greatest satisfaction by your side today. Oh, you are even the low caste, and now you have become the king. I am very much happy to see you as a king." And this was heard by all the ministers and other women there in this Kashmir region. What is their reaction? 13 shloka. Shrutvedam mantrinam sarvam vatayana gata striya swapachoyam mahipala iti nishita dukkhata. So they got dejected. Arey yaar, he was a low caste, how can he rule? And what they said, having heard this, all the ministers and women who were at the windows were distressed, having concluded this king is an outcast. Actually, he was outcast, only that elephant has picked him up. He was not from a royal family, but he ruled there for 8 years. And what happens is that has been told in 14th and 15th shloka. Tata pravruddhinas prashum tishtaram tava shavam yatha ata sarvam vaya dirgha kalam sapacha dushita prayaschitte shuddhadam pravishamo hutashanam iti nirnayam sarvagnim vibhusha sahabandhubi. There forward they did not touch him. Then after that these mantris and all that started leaving him. leaving the king as if he's a corpse. They're not talking to him, they're not interacting. Then all of them have determined we have been deflated for a long time by the outcast. उन्होंने अपने मन से ही सोचा, see, thinking by the mind how the problem comes in the life. We should not become pure by expiatory acts. Then they think another thing. First is they thought that we have touched this outcast person. Second, they think even we do some mantra chanting or any other purification process, this is not going to help us. And this is also another wrong notion. And third is let us enter into the fire. So all of them did a suicide, enter into the fire. So everybody, including all kings, ministers, all ladies, jumped into the fire along with their all relatives. And then what happens is all chaos. So this king, that is this outcast king, which was this Gadhi, what is then he started thinking? Raja matva madartam hi desha anartho yamagata iti vanno anudvesham ajuvava nijavapu. So he started thinking, this king, having thought, indeed it is on account of me that this calamity has occurred into this country, that is country of Kiraz, that is country of Kashmir में ऐसी आपत्ति मेरे वजह से आई. Sacrificed his body. Then what he did? He also sacrificed his body in the fire without trembling, no fear. He also jumped into the fire. And when he jumped into the fire, actually this all was happening, this was all happening under the water in mind. भगवान विष्णु उसको माया दिखा रहे थे, जगत की माया क्या है. तो अत्रांतरे न लुब्धो गादि मोहात अभूदत ओहम क्यों पश्यामि किम आकर्षमहं किल एवं विचारयश्चिंतम उदस्थातम उदकांतया. So in the meanwhile, Gadhi, disturbed by the fire, he was under the water, woke up from his delusion. ये इसका सब पूरा डिल्यूजन था, अपने मन में ही खेल चल रहा था. एंड देन ही अंडरस्टूड अंडर द वाटर, अरे यार ये मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, हु एम आई, व्हाट पॉसिबली आई डू आई सी, मैंने क्या देखा, व्हाट इंडीड डिड आई डू, मैंने क्या किया. दस थिंकिंग वेरीली ही गॉट अप फ्रॉम द वाटर, अंडर द वाटर. ये कितने देर में हुआ, 1 या 1.5 मिनट में हुआ. It happened only in 1.5 minutes. And why this has happened? Because Gadhi has asked for a boon from Vishnuji. He has asked for the boon. What was the boon asked? Please God, please show me the illusionary power of the supreme spirit. भगवान मेरे को supreme spirit का illusionary power दिखाइए. That's what the Vishnuji has shown to him. And then he suffered. He has not suffered unnecessarily. He has asked for it, so he has seen it. So the effect of dream is seen on a physical body. Because of that, we wake up. So he wake up from that status, and then he was trembling and all that because he has seen 1.5 minutes dream under the water. So apply this principle also to the waking state, waking dream, which dream is going on very well. Then we never get fed up. So now we are also born in this world. अपने भी जगत का dream चल रहा है, and then we are enjoying this dream because we are never bothered that it is a waking state, it is a dream state, it is a deep sleep state, it is samadhi state. Because what we feel is I am very much there, I am very much staying in this body, and not only this body is only I. So you never know that it is a waking dream, but it is actually a waking dream. So and we never wake up also from this dream because it is going on. So this satsang or afternoon meeting tells us what? Satsang does not give anything to us. ये कोई अपने को लड्डू पेड़ी नहीं देने वाला है. It is not going to give us any boon. It is not going to give us any magical figures. But what it does, satsang corrects wrong notion without creating new notions. अपनी जो गलत धारणा है, गलत धारणा किसके प्रति? अपने प्रति, ईश्वर के प्रति, स्पिरिचुअल प्रैक्टिस के प्रति और जगत के प्रति, चारों के प्रति की गलत धारणाएं करेक्ट करना है. तो अपने प्रति क्या है? अपन सोचते हैं कि मैं ये देह में हूँ, मेरा नाम सत्येंद्र है, मैं इसमें रहता हूँ, मेरा परिवार है. ये सब रिलेटिव जगत में बराबर भी है, सच्ची भी है, बट ये कभी भी याद नहीं रखते कि मैं वो ईश्वर का पुत्र हूँ. वो सच्ची बात है, मैं वो ईश्वर का पुत्र हूँ, मैं भगवान रामकृष्ण परमहंस का पुत्र हूँ, मैं राम का पुत्र हूँ, मैं कृष्ण का पुत्र हूँ, मैं डिविनिटी का पुत्र हूँ. ये कभी सोचते नहीं, वो सोचता है. वो फर्स्ट थिंग है. सेकंड इज व्हाट इज गॉड. गॉड इज दैट डिविनिटी अनसेपरेटेड, अनफ्रैगमेंटेड. भगवान की जो फोटो मूर्तियां रखी है वो काय के लिए? अपना भगवान में मन रहना चाहिए जो इन्फिनिट है, उसके लिए. तीसरा जगत क्या है? जगत ही उसका मैनिफेस्टेशन है, जैसी माया बताया, वो माया का विस्तार है जगत. और चौथा स्पिरिचुअल प्रैक्टिस क्या है? मौज में रहो. इतना सिंपल है स्पिरिचुअल प्रैक्टिस. अरे मौज में रहो, आप पिलग्रिमेज पे आए हो, हर वक्त मौज में रहो. इन दिस लाइफ वी चीट आवरसेल्फ द मोस्ट. अपन अपने आप को ही ज्यादा चीट करते हैं, दूसरों को अपन चीट नहीं कर सकते. वी चीट आवरसेल्फ द मोस्ट. सो डोंट टेक दिस वेकिंग लाइफ एज रियल. ये जगत जो waking life है इसको real मत लो, इसको enjoy करो. Because it is a long dream. It is the waking dream. During the dream happenings are all solid reality. जब ड्रीम चल रहा था, अभी जब जब ये अगमर्ष स्तोत्र करने के लिए गाधी उसमें उतरा, तो क्या हुआ, भगवान ने अपना इल्यूजनरी पावर, सुप्रीम पावर बता दिया उसको, बस 1.5 मिनट के अंदर. 1.5 मिनट का ड्रीम था. आफ्टर दैट व्हेन he was about to jump into the fire, then he understood I am under the water. So shock only with takes you out of the dream. So don't get too much involved in the work. What is the takeaway for today is, don't get too much involved in the world. In a drama with somebody, in a drama if somebody claps, what happens is you say, yes, my acting is very good. So in the life also, if somebody is saying, yes, we are happy because of you, we are ready to listen what is happening is essence of Yogavaasishtha. We are ready to listen. So no credit goes to us. Full credit goes to Vashitha Rishi and Rama. And these are the clappings because we are doing a very good drama. We have become a dramatist. अपन अच्छा ड्रामा कर रहे हैं, अपन अच्छे से एक्सप्लेन कर रहे हैं, इसलिए लोगों को पसंद आ रहा है. देयर इज नथिंग, नो ईगो फ्रॉम आवर साइड. इफ दिस चैनल ग्रोज, इट इज ओनली द गॉड्स डिवाइन विल. उसकी मर्जी से हो रहा है, अपनी कौन सी मर्जी, अपना तो जीरो नॉलेज है. सो व्हाट हैज हैपेंड इज, फर्स्ट यू आर वुमन और अ मैन, मोर देन दैट यू आर जीवा, मोर देन दैट यू आर डिवाइन. आप ही वो पिता परमेश्वर के अंश हो. सो डोंट टेक द थिंग्स ऑफ लाइफ एज रियल एंड सफर. जस्ट प्ले द रोल ब्यूटिफुली, परफेक्टली, एंड बी विथ योर ओन डिवाइन बीइंग. अच्छे से जो रोल चल रहा है बढ़िया मजे से करो, बड़े खुशी से रहो, एंड live the life very nicely. So how to live the life very nicely? You have to remain a simple and disciplined person. What are the friends you have? Okay, good. What are the enemies you feel? Okay, good. Keep smiling. Talk to everyone. Be friends with everyone. No arguments, no logic. Every bad event in the life is a reminder that the purpose of life is different and we are going the wrong way. जगत में अगर भगवान कुछ अपने से बुरा करते हैं तो अपन कोई गलत रास्ते से चल रहे हैं इसलिए करेक्ट करने के लिए करते हैं. चेंज योर डायरेक्शन. डू नॉट गेट टू मच इन्वॉल्व इन दिस वर्ल्ड कॉल्ड एज संसार. खूब ज्यादा इन्वॉल्व होने की जरूरत नहीं. बी विथ योर सेल्फ हैप्पीली, चेयरफुली, एंड बट विथ योर डिवाइन कॉन्शियसनेस. हाउ दिस इज पॉसिबल? ओनली एक्ट and don't react. Act करना चाहिए, react नहीं करने. How this is possible? Again, possibility of how to act and not to react is wherever you are, whatever you are, whenever you are, be 100% and be happy always. With this, we have finished the first topic, that is seeing himself as one of the degraded caste by this Gadhi. Gadhi was the Brahmin. With this, Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tatsat. Sri Ramachandra Arpanamastu. Submitting the divine fruits to the holy feet of Sri Ramachandra.